My name's El Capitano and this is Saigon. Today we are going to take you on a little journey all around the city to try and find some of the best taquerias, burritos and Mexican food this place has to offer. We're going to go from downtown in D7 to the southern and the western areas of the town to bring to you what I think are the best Mexicans in the city. So for our first step, we've come to one of our firm favourites, District Federal, run and owned by the wonderful Peter Holdsworth and the brains behind the operation, Lee, his wife. Now, when they first came up with a concept, they wanted to bring true, authentic Mexican food to Saigon. So Peter flew all the way to Mexico City to start interviewing for a chef who could bring those true Mexican flavours here. With an open kitchen, banging bands at weekends, and new menus and specials coming up every couple of months, this is definitely one of our favourite and go-to Mexican restaurants in the city. Tucked away in the heart of D7, right underneath a massive bridge, we got Taco del Sol. This place has been open since November 2019, but they did close down for a little bit more refurbishment. It's run and owned by the legendary Adrian Chong Yen. Same kind of food, concentrating on fresh ingredients and that really light Mexican flavor. Great cocktails, they had their shishas as well for the outdoor atmosphere, and on the weekend this place goes off. Now this place is definitely a little bit of a hard find. Underway at Matador Bridge, the directions will take you on a massive loop. But if you follow the main highway coming through District 7, you'll find it directly underneath. And if you're in the mood for it, they've got a massive and awesome go-kart track right next door. Now we're in the heart of District 1 on a place called Pasteur Street, which before COVID-19 used to be full of lady bars. But actually over the last few years, some really good restaurants have popped up. Jake's Kitchen, the Elbow Room, and now a brilliant Mexico in the form of Chiliangos. The place is run and owned by a guy, Luis Boca Jr. The guy's been in Saigon for 6 years. He's from Mexico originally, and he's brought that true, authentic, street style of tacos right to the heart of the city. Now to find it, it's hidden down this little alleyway and up some stairs on the second floor. So it's a real hidden gem, but it's a massive firm favourite with locals and westerns alike, and it's probably the most authentic Mexican in town. Now tucked away down a little alleyway, we have come to Banditos. Now this is the brainchild, the same guys who bought you Tomatito. What happened was these guys kept on flying over to Mexican, eating the food, partying really hard, and eventually they said we need to bring this kind of concept here to Saigon. The place is probably the most colourful of all the places we're featuring today, and the food is absolutely on point. They do say they're a taqueria, but with a really extensive Mexican menu, they're a little bit more than that. Now the restaurant spans over 2 floors with a lunchtime crowd which mainly consists of young Vietnamese guys. In the evening and definitely on the weekends that transforms a little bit, and it's about a 50-50 split between Vietnamese and Western people. So this area of Ward 19, or Bintan as some people call it, is more of the southern side. It's that back in the middle of District 1 and Thao, Dien. Loads of cool bars have started to open up around here, and all the big names and restaurants. And we've got some new bars that I know about, which I'm not allowed to tell you about, who are going to be popping up in this area really soon. Taco Fuego has been here for a couple of years now. They're working on that California style of flavor of tacos and Mexican food. The last time I was here with James Jalokia when they were based just across the road, and we had this amazing fried taco, which you dip into this very beefy broth sauce. It was absolutely off the charts. Same great food, same great location. Come and check it out. So here we are, we're just off Dien Street, which if you haven't been to Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City, it is a central melting pot of everything that happens here. If you're a tourist, this is probably where you'll start. Loud music, lots of street vendors, and a massive party atmosphere. Now, if you come off that main street, you'll come up this little alleyway and you can find Tippy's Mexican food. These guys sell that Arizonan style of Mexican food. The owner, a guy called Christopher, has been in Saigon for almost 7 years, having started his original business up in Da Nang. He then came down here to open 2 burrito shops, one in District 1, another one in D4, selling what I think are the best burritos in town. So we're back in Thao Dien and we've come to El Caminos. Now you may have heard of this brand from other places around town. They used to have a venue in District 1. That closed down, they moved to Thao Dien to more of this Western enclave, and they've recently just opened a new venue in District 7. Now, although Calvin, the owner, is not actually Korean, he does advertise a Korean taco. All that really means is a fusion. They take the best ingredients from all different cultures, bash it together and sling it into one of the tastiest tacos in town. That's all wrapped up for part 1 of best Mexican restaurants in Saigon, but come back for part 2 as we take you on a tasty Mexican adventure all around other parts of the city, trying to find the best Mexican style food this place has to offer.